Do you think Silicon Valley's real estate market is maxed out? It's not even close. While most buyers chase the same overpriced neighborhoods, 3 zip codes are quietly exploding, fueled by billion-dollar infrastructure projects and a wave of new demand. Today, I'm breaking down exactly which 3 areas are surging, why they're heating up, and which one could be the smart move for you. If you're serious about buying in Silicon Valley, this is your heads up. Because once the word gets out, the window closes. Let's get into it. Top 3 fastest growing zip codes in Silicon Valley. Thousand Oaks in San Jose, zip code 95136. About 47,000 people live here, and it's tucked away in the Blossom Valley area. A lot of people just drive by without even knowing what they're missing. So, what makes Thousand Oaks special right now? The area is bordered by Hillsdale Avenue, Pearl Avenue, Branham Lane, and the Almaden Expressway. That means it's super easy to get on the freeway, but you don't have to pay the super high prices like in other parts of the valley. And get this, a lot of people are shocked at how much more house they can afford here. The average home prices are still pretty fair compared to other neighborhoods nearby, but here's the cool part. It's really easy to get around. It has that quiet, peaceful vibe that families love. Plus, you're still close to all the big tech companies and everything fun going on in San Jose. What makes Thousand Oaks different from the rest of Silicon Valley is the way it mixes calm suburban life with the convenience of being near the city. You've got all different kinds of homes here. Some are big houses, some are townhomes, and the neighborhood just feels friendly. Every time I walk through Thousand Oaks, I notice how calm it is, even though everything you need is just around the corner. Now, let me show you what I think is the biggest growth story in all of Silicon Valley right now, Berryessa. It's in North San Jose in the 95132 zip code. About 40,000 people live there, and the average household makes about $172,000 a year. But those numbers don't tell the full story. Something wild is happening in Berryessa, something I haven't seen in all my years of working in real estate. The whole neighborhood is changing in a big way, and it's all because of one thing, the Berryessa BART station. That's the big deal that's driving everything around here. We'll get into all the cool details in a second. The neighborhood is showing us what the future of Silicon Valley could look like. They're redesigning it around things like public transit, walking paths, and smart city planning. And it's not just houses going up, it's a full makeover to help people live, work, and have fun all in one place. What's happening in Berryessa isn't only about building more homes, it's about building a better way to live. Because of how connected it is with public transportation, people who live here can get to jobs all over the Bay Area without needing to drive. It's a new way to grow a city while still making it a great place to live. The third area that's really taking off right now is Santa Teresa. It's mostly in the 95123 zip code, and this part of San Jose is one of the most packed with people. More than 70,000 live here. But get this, it still feels like a close, friendly community, which is why so many families love it. Santa Teresa is special in today's Silicon Valley because it's still somewhat affordable, but it's also close to all the big tech companies. Homes are selling fast, and that shows just how much people want to live here. But what's really driving families to Santa Teresa isn't just the affordability, it's something much bigger. When I show you the construction boom happening here and the specific buyer profile that's dominating this market, you'll understand why this area is about to explode in value. So, what's making Santa Teresa grow so quickly, and why are families moving in? The location is perfect. It's near where Highway 101 and Highway 85 meet, which makes it super easy to get to work anywhere in the Silicon Valley. Plus, it has top-rated schools and lots of parks and open space, which makes it a fun and safe place for kids. Santa Teresa actually covers a few zip codes, 95123, 95119, 95139, and parts of 95138. That means you get lots of different types of homes at different prices. Whether you're buying your first home or you need something bigger for your family, Santa Teresa has choices that can fit what you are looking for. Now, let me tell you what's really behind all this growth in these neighborhoods. Once you see the bigger picture, it'll be easier to understand where your money can go the farthest and why those areas are getting so much attention right now. But first, if this has been helpful so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. We'll break down Silicon Valley's housing trends, local data, and market changes in a way that saves you time and helps you stay ahead. Whether you're buying, selling, or thinking about investing, this is where you'll get real information that you can actually use in one of the toughest markets in real estate out there. What's driving the growth? Jobs, transit, development, lifestyle. Thousand Oaks growth drivers. As other parts of Silicon Valley get more and more expensive, families and tech workers are starting to notice something big. Thousand Oaks gives you a great quality of life without the sky-high prices. One of the biggest perks is the location. It has awesome freeway access so you can get to most major tech companies in just 20 to 30 minutes. That's a huge plus for people who want to stay in the industry but don't want to spend a fortune on housing. The job market here is super appealing too. With quick access to the 101 and Highway 85, it's easy to get to places like Google, Apple, and Meta. You're close to all the big names, just without paying Palo Alto or Mountain View prices. People also love the lifestyle. It feels like a real neighborhood with a calm, family-friendly vibe. After years of city living, a lot of tech workers are looking exactly for that. And with new upgrades and improvements coming to the area, we'll get to those in a minute, it's becoming an even better place to live. Berryessa growth drivers. Berryessa's growth is being powered by one of the biggest transit upgrades Silicon Valley has seen in years. The BART, Silicon Valley Phase 2 project, is getting a massive push. Over $5.1 billion in federal funding has been requested, which covers nearly half the total cost. This project is expected to create around 75,000 jobs and fully connect San Jose to the rest of the Bay Area's transit network. Here's what's making Berryessa such a big deal right now. The city approved a plan called the Berryessa BART Urban Village, and it's bringing in a ton of new housing and businesses built around public transportation. This means you'll see up to 850 new homes near the BART station, with the first part already starting. But this isn't just about putting up more buildings. What's different here is that the entire community is being designed to work with transit first, making it easier for people to live without depending on cars. The King Road area is also being completely redone. It's getting special lanes just for buses and several thousands of feet of new walkways. Construction is set to start sometime this year and should wrap up by the end of 2028. Santa Teresa growth drivers. Santa Teresa's growth is happening because of a mix of things that make it a top choice for both families and people working in tech. As the tech world keeps growing and creating more jobs, Santa Teresa stands out for being close to where the action is, without the high prices you find in other parts of the Silicon Valley. One of the biggest things that's happening nearby is Google's Downtown West project. It's a $10 billion plan that should bring thousands of jobs to San Jose. However, the project is currently paused. On top of that, later this year, Supermicro is starting to build a third campus that's almost 3 million square feet in size. Plus, Stack Infrastructure just added a huge 60 megawatt data center to support AI development. All of these job sites are easy to get to from Santa Teresa. People also love living in Santa Teresa because of the lifestyle. The schools here are some of the best in San Jose, and there are tons of parks and places to hang out with family. There's a real community feel here, and that's something that keeps people from moving away. There's also a big push from the state to build more homes. San Jose is working toward a big goal of adding over 62,000 homes by 2031. In 2024 alone, over 2,200 new units were approved, and more than 3,500 have already been built since 2022. Across the whole county, they need to plan for nearly 130,000 new homes by 2031. That kind of pressure means more building, and that's good news for people who already live here. But now, let's dive into what you really want to know, the numbers. The new construction we'll cover later is playing a huge role in these price trends, but first, let's see what's happening right now. Price appreciation trends and inventory. Thousand Oaks price trends. Thousand Oaks is one of the smartest places to buy in Silicon Valley right now. The home prices aren't as high as in super expensive neighborhoods, but the area still has a great lifestyle, and that means there's a lot of room for values to grow over time. Homes here tend to sell pretty fast if they're priced right. That's because they attract all kinds of buyers, from people buying their first home to families ready for something bigger. That steady interest helps keep prices moving up at a healthy, stable pace. And here's what's really interesting about those price trends. Each neighborhood is attracting completely different types of buyers, and that's creating very different market dynamics. But I'll get into that in a few minutes. One of the most interesting things about Thousand Oaks is how it's getting attention from people who can't afford places like Willow Glen or Campbell anymore. Those buyers still want a great neighborhood, and they're realizing Thousand Oaks gives them that without the crazy price tags. The future looks bright here. The location is super convenient and prices are still reasonable, and more people are starting to notice it. That's what makes the growth feel steady and solid. Not wild spikes, but real long-term potential. Berryessa price trends. Now, Berryessa's home prices are going up fast, and the big reason is all the huge infrastructure projects happening in the area. With a median household income of $176,000, it's clear that this neighborhood is attracting high-earning professionals, and the improved public transit is pushing property values even higher. What's really interesting about Berryessa is that a lot of the buyers here are thinking ahead. They see how valuable it is to live near public transportation, especially with the BART station right there. There's also a wave of new homes coming soon. Like I mentioned before, about 850 are planned near the BART station. But even with that new supply, there's so much interest from people who want that easy commute that these homes are expected to sell quickly. Right now, the market in Berryessa is especially strong for higher priced homes. Buyers with bigger budgets are willing to pay more for the mix of convenience, smart planning, and future growth that this neighborhood offers. Santa Teresa price trends. Here's the thing, Santa Teresa's home prices are going up because lots of families want to live there, and there aren't enough homes to keep up with the demand. On average, homes get about 6 offers and sell fast. That's because this area has great schools, family-friendly spots, and prices that are still more affordable than many other places in Silicon Valley. What's different about Santa Teresa is that most buyers are families who want to stay for a long time, not people just hoping to flip a house and make quick money. That means the demand is steady and prices rise gradually. Experts think this demand will keep growing through 2025. The neighborhood's reputation for good schools, parks, and a tight-knit community keeps attracting families. Plus, it's close to big tech job centers, which keeps tech workers interested. Because there aren't many homes available, sellers usually get multiple offers and sell quickly. This makes the market competitive and pushes prices up, but it still stays more affordable than many other Silicon Valley neighborhoods. Now, the construction boom happening in these areas is unlike anything I've seen before. Each neighborhood is taking a different approach, but they're all creating opportunities for buyers who know what to look for. Let's take a look. New construction and urban revitalization. Thousand Oaks new construction. The new construction in Thousand Oaks is all about smart growth that keeps the neighborhood's quiet suburban vibe while adding more places to live. Unlike some parts of Silicon Valley where new buildings can feel overwhelming, here the changes are careful and balanced to keep the community feeling people love. Thousand Oaks has a mix of homes, everything from single-family houses to townhomes, and the new projects follow that same style. Developers aren't trying to change the look or feel of the area, they're building homes that fit right in. The neighborhood already has great schools and parks, making it the perfect spot for families. New homes are taking advantage of these strong community features while also adding modern touches that buyers want today. What's happening in Thousand Oaks isn't flashy, but that's important. Parks, schools, and community spaces are getting upgrades that improve life for residents without turning the area into something totally different. Berryessa new construction. Let me tell you, the new construction in Berryessa is the biggest and most exciting of the 3 neighborhoods. The plan is to build walkable neighborhoods where everything you need, homes, shops, restaurants, is right nearby. The Berryessa BART Urban Village project is all about mixing commercial and residential spaces with high-density housing designed around easy access to public transit. But the type of person this appeals to is very specific, and understanding whether you fit that profile could make or break your investment decision. I'll break down exactly who should be considering each neighborhood in just a few minutes. Now, Construction is moving fast and expected to finish by the end of 2028. This is one of the largest coordinated building projects in Silicon Valley, with several developments happening at the same time to create a full connected community. Now, Berryessa's makeover is really changing the area. The King Road corridor is getting miles of bus-only lanes and nearly 30,000 feet of new sidewalks, making it way easier to get around on foot or by bus. Because of this mixed-use design, people living in Berryessa will have stores, restaurants, and services all within walking distance. This means less need for cars and a community that fits what many modern workers want, a place where you can live, work, and play without driving everywhere. Santa Teresa new construction. Santa Teresa's new construction is all about adding homes that work well for families while keeping the neighborhood's calm suburban feel. The area covers several zip codes, 95123, 95119, 95139, and parts of 95138, which means there's a good mix of housing types and prices. Most of the new homes are single-family houses and townhomes, perfect for families. Whether you want to start a home or a bigger place for a growing family, Santa Teresa offers options that fit different budgets and needs. And the neighborhood is also improving schools, parks, and recreational spots to make it even better for families. The focus is on building spaces that support family life and bring the community together. When we talk about the best time to invest and who each area is right for, you'll see why Santa Teresa's new homes are especially great for families ready to settle down and stay in Silicon Valley for the long haul. But what's really interesting is how each of these neighborhoods is growing into its own unique place. Let me explain what makes each one special and why different kinds of buyers are drawn to them. Why certain areas are becoming more desirable. Thousand Oaks desirability factors. Thousand Oaks is getting more popular because it has that rare mix of affordability and quality in Silicon Valley. It feels quiet and suburban, but still has quick access to major job centers and city perks. The neighborhood's community vibe feels real. Not like a planned development, but an established area with its own history. That's what attracts families who want to feel connected to their neighborhood. And Thousand Oaks is also very practical. The great freeway access means people can keep their Silicon Valley jobs while enjoying lower housing costs and a nicer lifestyle. But what makes Thousand Oaks really special long-term is its stability. It's not likely to change in ways that shake up the community. Families can feel confident buying here, knowing their home will grow in value while their kids grow up in a steady, supportive place. Berryessa desirability factors. Now, Berryessa is popular because it's one of the most forward-thinking neighborhoods in Silicon Valley. It's designed around easy public transit, which makes it great for people who care about being eco-friendly and having things close by. But what's happening in Berryessa is more than just buying a home. It's about joining a community that's shaping the future of city living. People who want to be part of something new and smart are drawn here. The convenience in Berryessa is hard to beat. With BART, lots of public transportation, and places you can walk to, people don't have to rely on cars as much. Plus, it's easy to get to jobs all over the Bay Area. The way Berryessa is planned focuses on making life better. With mixed-use buildings, long walkways, and transit all built in, residents can get to what they need quickly and build real connections with their neighbors. Santa Teresa desirability factors. Santa Teresa is popular because it has a great mix of affordable living and good quality of life. The area has excellent schools, lots of parks, and a friendly community, but the prices are still lower than in many other Silicon Valley neighborhoods. It's really family-friendly. With top schools and plenty of places to play and hang out, it has everything families need to settle down and stay for the long run. And one big reason people stick around Santa Teresa is the strong community vibe. Families move here and stay because their kids can grow up in a safe, supportive place with good schools and lots of ways to get involved. Santa Teresa's location is perfect too. It gives families a quiet suburban life, but is still close to Silicon Valley's tech jobs. Being near Highway 101 and Highway 85 means parents can keep up with their busy careers while giving their families a great place to live. Let me get practical and break down who should be looking at each of these neighborhoods based on what I see working best for different types of buyers. Who each area is best suited for. Thousand Oaks ideal residence. Thousand Oaks is great for buyers who want to live in Silicon Valley without paying sky-high prices. It's perfect for professionals and families who know that quality of life isn't about paying the most, but about finding the right mix of things like location, amenities, and cost. First-time buyers really like Thousand Oaks because it's an affordable way to own a home in Silicon Valley without feeling overwhelmed by big costs. Plus, young professionals can start building their futures here while keeping housing affordable. And families who are growing find that Thousand Oaks gives them the space and neighborhood feel they want without having to move far from Silicon Valley. With good schools and family-friendly places, it's a solid spot to raise kids while parents keep their tech jobs. But the community vibe is what really makes Thousand Oaks special for families who want to stay. This isn't just a stepping stone, it's a place where families can settle in, grow, and build strong connections. Berryessa Ideal Residence. Now, Berryessa is perfect for professionals who care about using public transit and living more sustainably. It's also great for tech workers who want to lower their environmental impact, but still get to jobs all over the Bay Area easily. Here's the thing. A lot of people in Berryessa care about the environment. The neighborhood's focus on things like BART, bikes, and scooters fits well with their values and lifestyle. Forward-thinking buyers are drawn to Berryessa because it's shaping the future of Silicon Valley living. They want to be a part of new ways to build cities and not to just follow old patterns. People who value convenience love Berryessa because the transit options make commuting way less stressful. If your job is near BART or VTA stops, your day gets a lot better without hours stuck in traffic. Santa Teresa Ideal Residence. Santa Teresa is a great fit for growing families who want good schools, plenty of parks, and affordable living, all while staying close to Silicon Valley jobs. People who care about their kids' education and want a strong community feel really like this neighborhood. Families focused on education especially like Santa Teresa because the schools are solid. Parents can trust their kids will get a good education while enjoying the benefits of quiet suburban life. If you want a stable place to settle down, Santa Teresa offers just that. The strong community and family-friendly spots help kids grow up with close friends and a real sense of belonging. Active families also love all the parks and places to play. There are plenty of outdoor activities and chances to connect with neighbors, making it easy to live a healthy, busy family life. In 2025, Silicon Valley's real estate is shifting with big infrastructure, tech growth, and smart planning. Thousand Oaks, Berryessa, and Santa Teresa stand out, each giving you unique benefits for different buyers. By understanding what drives these neighborhoods, you'll see what the best opportunities are. You'll walk away knowing exactly which zip codes and neighborhoods have the most upside in 2025 and what makes each one a great fit for your lifestyle. If you're serious about seizing opportunities in these high-growth neighborhoods, email us at amanda@amandavang.com today. We'll help you identify which area has the best fit for your investment goals and budget and guide you through every step of the buying process to secure your spot in this competitive market. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Before you go, don't miss my next video linked here, while I break down the future of San Jose real estate and how it will shock you. I go deep into what's coming, and if you're buying a home in 2025, this is a must watch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.